We have with us today a very special guest, Gail Kirschenbaum. Really excited to meet you. You are an Emmy Award-winning filmmaker, and this is Chelsea, right?
My star.
Your star.
Yes.
And the movie we're here to talk with you about is your Dog-A-Mentary called A Dog's Life. Tell us about this movie.
Well, Chelsea came into my life when I was living in LA being a TV producer. I say fate brought her into my life.
Oh.
And I just ended up taking her everywhere we went. I would put her in a little bag, a Sherpa bag. So I found this guy who I call Mr. Spy Cam, and he came on board. He's also a dog lover, and he rigged a camera for Chelsea to wear. The movie's three beats. Sex and the City meets Best in Show meets Lassie. A single woman and her dog hit the streets of New York looking for love in the West Village. And Best in Show, she, meaning me, is convinced her dog is a star and she's after a Hollywood contract, and we end up getting all this press. And the third beat is Lassie, because on 9/11, when this happened, we were out on the river, and a woman who was escaping the towers said, "Can I pick up your dog?" And I said, "Of course." And she said, "This is the best thing that's happened to me all day." And Chelsea and I looked at each other and we said, you know what, this is not about us anymore. We have to help people. So we threw off the doggy cam, and she got certified to be a therapy dog, which is a comfort animal, because the Red Cross was only allowing in therapy dogs to work with victims of 9/11. We went to this hospital in the West Village called St. Vincent's, since we live nearby. And that's where I saw Chelsea's real calling. And I walk in with her in my arms, and I see this woman, an elderly woman, on the bed, and she was a little gnarled. She must have been a stroke victim, with tons of tube, like life supports system. And Chelsea transformed in my arms. She started barking to the woman, like aggressively trying to get to the woman, like in my arms trying to go to her, and bark, bark, bark. And I asked the daughter, "Do you mind if I put her down?" And she said no, and I put her down, and she went right to the face, you know, all these tubes around, went right to the face and bark, bark, bark. And the woman's eyes opened up. And everyone ran, called the staff, people were crying, and I learned that she had been in a coma for a really long time. They were just waiting for her heart to stop.
Wow, that's pretty powerful stuff. What is the message of the movie?
But the whole movie is about love, and how do you find love in life? Do you find love through another person? Do you find love through your career? You find love by giving love, and that's what she's taught me, and that's what 9/11 taught us. That life's not about us, it's about helping other people, and when you're there for other people, love comes back to you.
Tell me a little bit about the making of the movie. We know that there was a dog cam on Chelsea, but you're used to being behind the scenes as a TV producer and creator. But now in this role, you had people following you with a camera.
I guess I just took to it. I guess I'm a ham. I mean, I'm not an actress, but I just like being who I am. So actually being in front of the camera has been just second nature. And Chelsea herself is a natural ham. She likes to be the center of attention. So I guess the medium suits us, and we're okay being in front of the camera.
So having a dog with you, walking the streets of Manhattan, with a camera added to that equation, is it a good pickup device?
Well, it's definitely an attention getter. You know, having this little dog, it's a teeny, I just have to let everyone know, it weighs barely 2 ounces. It's just a teeny little spy cam. And then that sort of hooks into a recorder where the tape is. So we're not hurting Chelsea by any means.
Well, whatever good-looking man you meet, at least you can rewind the tape and see what kind of shoes he has on.
Right.
'Cause from her perspective, that's about what you'd see.
Right, and she does. She's an excellent shooter, by the way. I always say she's a gift that came into my life. That fate brought her into my life, and she's a gift. She completely transformed my life. Needless to say, she's become my life.
Right.
And so I feel very blessed that I can share her, and that she could change people's lives too.
And you can see some excerpts of that right here on PetStyle.com. In fact, let's take a look.
In my estimation,
Don't you love to be woken up by a kiss? I love being woken up by a little kiss.
People relate to their dogs in many ways. You remember this game? Clap hands till Daddy comes home. Daddy has money and Mommy has none. Woo!
That was great. I love the sunglasses that she wears. That's the little outfit, isn't it?
That's the Diva sunglasses. She's been branded as the Shih Tzu Diva that heals.
What is your pet style?
Well, yes. My pet style is a companion that's very loving and very nurturing.